Did you know we are all water creatures?
Water makes up 60% of your body, 70% of your brain, 80% of your blood.
While you can go almost a month without food, your body can survive 1 week without water.
The same water that existed on Earth ages ago still exists today.
It covers most of the planet, but just 3% is freshwater, and most of that is ice. Less than 1% of all freshwater is readily accessible for human use.
1/4 of all the fresh water that enters your home is used to flush toilets.
One toilet flush uses 3 gallons.
A single load of laundry, 40 gallons.
A 10-minute shower, 50 gallons.
Brushing with the tap running, 4 gallons, but with the tap off, 1/4 of a gallon.
There is a water crisis on Earth, at home,
And in our homeland, Israel.
The Sea of Galilee, or in Hebrew, Kinneret, Israel's most important source of fresh water, is drying up.
If it reaches a dangerously low level, pumping water out of it will have to stop. The Jordan River that flows from the Kinneret is running out of water. It is barely a muddy stream in some spots. Farmers on both sides of the Jordan who depend on it face disaster. They will not be able to grow food for themselves and their community.
Underground sources of water called aquifers are being used up so quickly that salty seawater is seeping in and replacing the fresh water in the aquifers.
To limit the overuse of water, Israel has dramatically reduced the amount of fresh water put aside for agriculture and does not allow the watering of public parks or private gardens. Israel has begun taxing households that use more than their fair share of water.
Israel recycles 77% of its water. That's a higher percentage of recycled water than any other country in the world. Used water from homes in Jerusalem and Bet Shemesh is purified and stored in JNF's large reservoir at Moshev Lachish. This water is then used to grow tally grapes, considered the best in the world.
Jewish National Fund scientists have developed techniques for drip irrigation and water recycling, freeing up some water, but not enough to meet Israel's growing need.
JNF-funded research enables salty water to irrigate sweet fruit, grows tomatoes and peppers without soil, and makes the desert bloom.
Farmers from the Central Araba region visit the Yair Experimental Station in Hatzava to learn about new agricultural techniques being developed for growing crops in desert climates.
These techniques include new ways for keeping the soil moist, growing crops in greenhouses, organic farming, and fish breeding.
JNF Parsons Water Fund invests in many water-related ventures, including building reservoirs like the new one in Sderot,
promoting water recycling, drilling aquifers, rehabilitating rivers, and supporting education. The Parsons Water Fund also supports JNF's rainwater harvesting program. Water collection systems are installed at Israeli schools like the one in this school in Kfar Varadim. The rainwater collected is used for flushing toilets and irrigation, reducing each school's reliance on fresh drinking water by 77%. Students at the schools also study water conservation.
The newly drilled wells at Kibbutz Shamir will extract 6.6 billion gallons of drinkable water each year from 1 mile below the Earth's surface, adding 6 to 7 inches to the fresh water of the Kinneret each year. This new water source will be a lifeline for hundreds of families in Israel whose livelihoods have been threatened by cutbacks and water quotas because of drought.
With your help, Jewish National Fund will continue to work on water projects in Israel. JNF will provide 1,000 schools in Israel with the capability to collect and reuse rainwater and find new ways to use Israel's underground salty waters for agriculture. JNF will build more reservoirs and treatment plants to recycle even more water.
Water is not just a few drops that seep into the soil.
It's about the future of the land and the people of Israel.
It's about taking responsibility as individuals
and as a group
to strengthen the Jewish homeland.
It's about building a nation that will be there in the future for you and your people.
Join JNF and Jewish people all over the world to support our homeland, the land of Israel.